Thank you for inviting me. I can start. Okay, I would like to speak about innovation in geriatric medicine. So I'll give a bit of background. Actually, the rate of aging of the population in Israel, as well as around the world, is increasing and increasing very rapidly. And we can see over the past 70 years, Israel's society has undergone intensive aging process, actually in which the rate of the elderly has increased from only 4% people over age of 65 in the 1950s to almost 12% of the population today. The Israeli Geriatric Society is dedicating to improving the older people's health, independence, and quality of life. In the Israeli Geriatric Society, there are about 500 members, including primarily specialists in geriatric medicine, but also residents in training, as well as members for other disciplines that have interest in medicine of older people. The Israeli Geriatric Society activities focus is on the patient care, research, professional training, public education, and public policy regarding the Israel's older citizens. The geriatric medicine pioneers the comprehensive care of the older persons with a focus on multidisciplinary teamwork, person-centered care goals, and treating older people as a whole person. There are many challenges in geriatric medicine, and we need innovation solutions to the needs of the geriatric population. Actually, we can look at many challenges. I tried to put it in kind of groups. And there are age-related challenges. We can see all the sensory losses, like the hearing loss, the visual loss, sleeping disorders, and there are also the frailty and sarcopenia concerning the loss of the muscle mass. And there are other geriatric syndromes, for example, the polypharmacy. People have lots of medication. We can speak about even more than 5 or 8 medications, and the person suffers from all kinds of adverse effects, interaction between medications. Talk about dementia. They have cognitive problems that actually affect their function, delirium, falls, pain. There are other challenges like isolation and loneliness, and there is an article that was published in the Journal of the American Board of Family Medicine and actually speaks about the association between social isolation and memory loss among older adults. The COVID-19 pandemic actually emphasized the need for innovative solutions for the geriatric population, dealing not only with obvious medical issues, but also with isolation and loneliness. We saw lots of people that their situation actually got worse because of the isolation. This needs enhance the development and implementation of various advanced technologies into the geriatric medical system. And we have the video conference, and we have the telemedicine. And the video conferences, actually, within the department to enhance the distance medical treatment and the patient rehabilitation. And when we talk about the telemedicine, actually there is ongoing work on how to overcome the low digital literacy of the older persons and advancing the home counseling for the geriatric patient and his or her family. There was a big research done by the Brookdale Institute about the telecare services for the elders in Israel. They speak about the telehealth. When we use the telehealth, we actually mean the use of telecommunication and IT solutions for providing remote health assessment and therapies. This is a broad definition, including counseling over video, voice messaging services via mobile phones, computers, and/or tablets. Actually, the telehealth can effectively increase access to specialist care and reduce the need to travel, reduce the burden of transporting the fully dependent older adult. Consultation and solutions allow providers to deliver medical care while abiding the rules associated with lockdowns and social distancing. What can we say about the telecare services in Israel? Well, the telecare services are still in the beginning of the implementation. The country, according to the research, should encourage the development of telecare services, and most of the technologies that developed actually came from a personal need and not from actual knowledge of the needs of the elders. I just brought some examples to what actually there is in the market. So when we talk about the panic button, this is a really widespread use. According to the research, about more than 100,000 people use this. And this is another technology for bringing the communication through the TV. This is the Unipair. According to the research, about 10,000 people have this. And there are all kinds of sensor services. Actually, they can have monitoring through the elders' mobile phone use, and they can detect all kinds of stresses. There is another example for bringing the communication and making it easier to use. Other cognitive empowerments, helping the schedule, reminders, that's very, very important. You want to really speak very shortly about the hearing aids that are important because it's very important to improve the communication. It's very important to use the hearing aids, and it should be easy to use. There are technologies for fall preventions. I would mention the MediTouch and Get Better. The MediTouch is technology for practicing safe walking, and the Get Better are technology for practicing cognitive and motor challenges through safe walking. It's very important, especially when a person has recurrent falls, is not steady. Very important, just for examples. And to get better, they use the VR technology for gait training and fall prevention. And for the next, our robots are replacing people. And thank you for listening.